Hey, Joyce and Greg, we're at Cal Anderson Park. It's one of dozens of locations across the state that will be taking part in the No Kings protest tomorrow, with thousands of people expected to start hitting the streets, voicing their concerns with the Trump administration.
Speaking out against a chaotic administration that repeatedly violates the law is critical to our democracy.
Governor Bob Ferguson was joined by Congresswoman Jayapal, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell, and Tacoma Mayor Victoria Woodards, among other King County leaders Friday.
We do not need or want the president to interfere with our state.
They have a plan in place to handle tens of thousands of expected protesters across the state. Governor Ferguson says he's against any federal attempt to deploy National Guard troops to cities in Washington, calling it unconstitutional. He says the state is ready for anyone who doesn't remain peaceful.
It's also true, we do not completely control every individual who's out there, and some folks may seek that violence. All we can do is make sure we are coordinated, working with our law enforcement partners, communicating very clearly, communicating down to them the desire to make sure we are aware of what's going on.
You don't want to telegraph what your security plan is to them, because there are some bad actors, unfortunately, and they will take advantage of that.
Marcus Snipe was in the Secret Service for more than 25 years, protecting President Clinton, both President Bush's and President Obama. He says state, city, and law enforcement agencies have been preparing for these types of protests for years.
How do we keep the public safe in this area? What should we do? What should we add? How can we increase or decrease? Right? What should we do if this escalates? You know, it's all what if this happens.
Governor Ferguson has this message for everyone planning to hit the streets on Saturday.
We are strongly encouraging all Washingtonians who plan to demonstrate to follow law and keep your protests peaceful.
And people are expected to start gathering here at Cal Anderson Park tomorrow starting at noon. Meanwhile, as I mentioned before, there's other locations across the state that will be also participating in that protest, like Tacoma, Olympia, and Spokane, to name a few. For now, live in Seattle, Brady Wakayama, King 5 News.